Have you ever wondered who was the driving force behind Christopher Columbus's voyage to the New World? Who turned a divided peninsula into one of the world's first global empires? The answer lies with one of history's most formidable and controversial rulers. Queen Isabella I of Castile. Forget the fairy tale princesses. Isabella was a queen of iron will, deep faith, and staggering ambition. She wasn't just a figurehead, she was the architect of modern Spain and a key player who redrew the map of the world. Her story is a dramatic saga of political intrigue, relentless warfare, and world-altering decisions that still echo today. So, join me as we journey back to the 15th century to uncover the true story of the queen who launched an empire and defined an era. Born in 1451, Isabella's path to the throne was anything but certain. As the daughter of John II of Castile, she was initially far down the line of succession. Her early life was marked by political turmoil and being used as a pawn in the games of powerful nobles. Her half-brother, King Henry IV, tried to marry her off to secure various alliances, but Isabella had other plans. She was intelligent, pious, and possessed a steely determination that belied her youth. In a bold act of defiance for a woman of her time, she rejected the arranged marriages and chose her own husband, Ferdinand, the heir to the neighboring kingdom of Aragon. This wasn't just a romantic choice, it was a brilliant political move. She saw that their union could unite the two largest Christian kingdoms in Iberia, creating a powerhouse capable of achieving what her predecessors had only dreamed of. Their secret marriage in 1469 set the stage for a civil war. But Isabella, with Ferdinand by her side, fought fiercely for her claim. She rode into battle, rallied troops, and proved to her people that she was not just a claimant, but a true leader. In 1474, upon her brother's death, she decisively seized the crown of Castile, beginning a reign that would change history forever. With Isabella as Queen of Castile and Ferdinand as King of Aragon, they became known as the Catholic monarchs. It's crucial to understand that Spain wasn't a single country yet. Their kingdoms remained legally separate, but they ruled with a shared vision. Their first major goal was to complete the Reconquista, the centuries-long effort by Christian kingdoms to retake the Iberian Peninsula from the Moorish rulers. For nearly 800 years, the south of Spain, known as Al-Andalus, had been under Muslim control, with its heart in the magnificent Emirate of Granada. Isabella was deeply devout and saw this as a holy crusade. She poured the resources of Castile into a grueling 10-year war. This wasn't just a distant conflict for her. She was personally involved, establishing military hospitals, organizing supply lines, and even appearing on the battlefield to inspire her soldiers. In January 1492, the final Moorish ruler of Granada surrendered the keys to the city to Isabella and Ferdinand. The fall of Granada was a monumental event, celebrated across Christian Europe. For Isabella, it was the fulfillment of a divine mission and a critical step in forging a unified Catholic Spain under their rule. The year 1492 is one of the most pivotal in world history, and it was all orchestrated by Isabella. With the Reconquista complete, she could finally turn her attention to a persistent Genoese sailor named Christopher Columbus. He had been petitioning European courts for years with his radical idea to reach the East Indies by sailing west across the Atlantic. Most had dismissed him as a dreamer or a fool. But where others saw risk, Isabella saw opportunity, a chance to outmaneuver rival Portugal, find new trade routes, spread Christianity, and gain immense wealth. After the victory at Granada, she agreed to finance his expedition. It was a massive gamble, but it paid off in ways no one could have imagined. When Columbus returned, not with spices from Asia, but with news of a new world, he set off an unprecedented age of exploration and conquest. Isabella's patronage directly led to the establishment of the vast Spanish Empire in the Americas, which would flood Spain with gold and silver, making it the most powerful nation in Europe for the next century. This single decision, born from her ambition and faith, fundamentally altered the course of global history. However, Isabella's legacy is complex and shadowed by darkness. Her fervent desire for religious unity led to one of the most infamous institutions in history, the Spanish Inquisition. Established in 1478, the Inquisition was a tribunal intended to enforce Catholic orthodoxy. Its primary targets were conversos, Jews and Muslims, who had converted to Christianity but were suspected of secretly practicing their original faiths, under the brutal leadership of figures like Tomás de Torquemada. The Inquisition used interrogation and public punishments to root out heresy. Then, in 1492, just a few months after the fall of Granada, Isabella and Ferdinand issued the Alhambra Decree. This edict gave Spain's entire Jewish population a terrifying choice: convert to Catholicism or be expelled from the kingdom. Tens of thousands were forced to flee, abandoning their homes and possessions, creating a diaspora of Sephardic Jews across the Mediterranean and beyond. While Isabella likely saw these actions as necessary to purify her kingdom and secure its Catholic identity, they represent a tragic chapter of intolerance and persecution that forever stains her reign. So, how do we remember Queen Isabella I? She was a paradox, a visionary leader who united a nation and sponsored the discovery of a new continent, yet also a religious zealot who enforced brutal conformity. She was a woman who shattered the conventions of her time, ruling with more authority than most kings, yet she used that power to expel and persecute thousands of her own subjects. Isabella's reign laid the foundations for Spain's Golden Age, a period of incredible wealth, power, and cultural achievement. But this Golden Age was built on conquest abroad and repression at home. Her impact is undeniable. She centralized power, reformed the government and economy, and put Spain at the very center of the world stage. Her actions shaped the destinies of Europe, the Americas, and beyond. She died in 1504, but the empire she helped create and the legacy she left behind, both glorious and grim, continued to influence the world for centuries. Isabella I remains a towering figure, a testament to the immense power of a single individual's will to shape history. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the life of one of history's most powerful queens. Her story is a powerful reminder of how complex historical figures can be. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about the fascinating characters who shaped our world, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments which historical figure you'd like to see covered next. See you in the next video.